All right. Well, hello again, JBSA community. So for our March yoga practice, we are going to um, move in different planes in our frontal plane, in our sagittal plane, in our transverse plane, and just stretch the whole body. My name is Olina, and I'm teaching out of Woggle Resiliency Center, supportive of our active duty service members and their families, supporting our civilian DoD employees, and everyone who is supporting our community as well. So you're welcome to join us here on the mat, and you can join from anywhere you are. It could be somewhere outside. Maybe you're taking a walk and there's a field, and you want to pause and just stretch with us a little bit. It can be out of comfort of your own home, maybe even somewhere in the office if you can make a place for yourself there. So today our theme is moving through life. And so as we again move in those different planes, we just think about how your life experiences have brought you to your own development of having you become who you are today, and how you were able to build yourself up and strengthen yourself. And that's what we will be doing today on the mat as well. So to come to this, to begin the practice, we're going to come to our mats. And if you don't have a mat, if it's like a patch of grass somewhere outside, just feel free to join us. So here we're just going to shift our weight, just move forward and back. So it will look like that. The heels are lifting up a little bit, and then the toes are lifting as you shift back. So just moving back and forth and back and forth. And here, see if there's an opportunity maybe to find a little bit more balance, maybe an opportunity to find a little bit more strength. Actually, just whatever you need today, right? Either balance or strength, or maybe just simply connecting to the present moment and feeling yourself, feeling the body moving in space. And so maybe here we're going to start kind of shifting side to side through the edges, the outer and inner edges of the feet. And just think about this center of gravity in your pelvis. And see how that feels to move today. Does it feel is there a certain constriction, or maybe there's a certain kind of release or just desire to find that movement and make that space in the joint? And so from here, go ahead and shift your weight onto your left foot. Engage your core and begin to lift your right knee off the mat. Now, an option also to keep the foot down. So you may either invite circular movement in your ankle by keeping the ball mount of the foot on the mat, or just working with your foot in space. So we're going to find those outer movements. And then the inner movements, and just notice how the ankle feels there, but you're also using your other foot to support you here. Now go ahead and invite circular movement, working on the joint in your knee, maybe 3 to 5 circles outward, and 3 to 5 circles inward. There you go. Now you may notice the body here is really needing to adjust. So go ahead and kind of maybe step your feet side to side. You may shake the feet and the legs off, whatever you need today as you move through space today, and maybe even reflect on moving through life. All right, so here, shifting the weight onto the right foot. Maybe the toes open up a little bit. Maybe the core is engaged. We're going to either keep that foot on the floor and find the movement out and in. Or maybe we are pressing through the right foot and lifting the left knee off the mat, finding the outer movement with the ankle. And then switching it, directing the foot in the opposite direction. Okay. Let's see if there's an opportunity here again to invite the movement in your knee joint, finding the circles. You can also just simply release the foot down and move through that knee joint. I see where you want to be today. And if you need to be by the wall or by the chair, just touching the ground, the ground, maybe touching to pause here, or just touching the vertical surface for support. And so go ahead and again, just kind of walk it off, maybe shake it off if you'd like. Whatever again you need. And here we're going just to take the right knee off the mat, shift the weight onto your left foot. We're just going to squeeze the knee into chest. If you want to point your toes or flex your feet, you can do that as well. And then switch to the other side. And can you find your breath here? Can you stay with your breath, following your inhalations and exhalations? And then release both feet down on the mat. So see if you need to shake off, see if there's any certain sensation or tightening that is present. And if you need, you can again just walk it off. And we're going to extend the arms out here. And with the arms, we're going to make our hands into fists. And we're going to invite the circular movement out. And then in. And can you feel that strength moving through your back, moving through your arm? And here, go ahead and lift right fist up. So the palm, even though the fingers are in the palm, it's kind of out, pressing out, and the other fist with the palm would be coming towards us. And then see if you can switch. Then go ahead and bring the fingertips on your shoulders and just draw the shoulders into your ears. Inhale, scrunch up, and then exhale, begin to roll the shoulders down your ears. And again, inhale to lift and exhale, rolling the shoulders down. Just feel that tightening or the stretch just melting away. Be with your breath. We're going to come to a standing position. And here we're going to step the right foot out, bending your right knee. And we want to keep the knee just above behind your toes, maybe a little bit over the ankle here, but we still want to keep it somewhat in line with the toes when they point to the front. We're going to extend the other leg with the toes out. Release the right palm down on the knee. And as you bring the torso maybe just a little bit up, maybe it's not all the way straight, maybe there's a little bit of a tilt. Just inhale, reach your left arm up, just tilting forward a little bit, and lengthen through the left side of your body, and see if you need to walk it out a little bit. Maybe you want to come closer and see if you can find that line. If you need to invite more movement in the wrists, feel free. And as you inhale, come to center. We're going to bring the left toes in so they point forward. Align as we bend the knee. Knee is over and pointing in direction of the toes, and extend the right leg. The right toes are pointing out. Left palm is down on the knee as you inhale, reach right arm up, and exhale, lengthen through the right side of the body. Just like that. Inhale to come up. And here, go ahead and interlace your fingers in the back, coming to a wide stance. And as you inhale, broaden your shoulders. Allow, just feel the heart just rising to the sky. The toes are pointing out, so just feel the feet on the ground. And as you exhale, begin to stay engaged through the arms, but release the front of your body down and down, somewhere between the knees. And maybe your arms and palms, maybe they're not clasping, maybe they're just in the back, just lifting up just like that, parallel to each other. Maybe you are standing up high a little bit, or maybe you're just finding the support of the chair in front of you. So find your movement here. And as you inhale, maybe there's a slight rise of the body, and as you exhale, there's a deeper release and more softening. And let's go through 2 more inhales just like that, through the nose. And exhale to soften. And again, inhale. And exhale. Go ahead and bend the knees here. Begin to flatten your back as you bring the palms in together and lift up very slowly. So the knees are bent here just for a moment. Draw the tailbone down. Feel that flat lower back. And allow for the palms either to rest, or maybe you're just kind of squeezing your front of your upper legs and just allowing yourself to find that sensory experience, right? Just defining the boundaries of your body in space. So from here, go ahead and again, very, very slowly begin with the palms down on your knees. Release the body forward. As you inhale, lengthen your spine, opening up the back of your neck. And as you exhale, take the right shoulder to the center. And then begin to press into your feet. Inhale, come to center. And exhale, taking the left shoulder to your center. Inhale, come up. And exhaling, we're going to extend our legs. And allow for the body to flow down very gently. See if you can find the ground, maybe with your fingertips or your palms. If you have this desire, maybe there's an opportunity to wrap the fingers around your toes. Just press into your feet, activating the leg muscles. Maybe there's a gentle kind of bend in the knee on one side and then the other. Being with your breath. Then we're going to begin to extend our knees and bring the palms to the center, maybe the fingertips to the center. And here we're going to either place the right fingertips or the palm down, and we're going to inhale and open up to the left. If that is too much or deep, we may come up, maybe support the palm, find the support of the knee, and place the palm on the knee and open up. So maybe we're a little bit higher, or maybe we go all the way down to the ground. And so here, go ahead and again, repeat this movement one more time on one side, just turning to your left, and then turning to your right. And exhale, release. All right, and just walk your feet closer to you here. Take your time. Place the palms on your waist. Press into your feet. Keep those toes wide spread and slowly roll up. Now feel this bend in the knees. Feel this bend in your hips as you kind of very, very slowly roll up through the feet until you come up to this standing tall position. You may even want to, as you roll up, bring the shoulders up and then exhale, roll them down. And just notice what it feels like to stand with your arms released to the side of your torso, just hanging and just simply standing tall. Taking this opportunity to find that reflection on both sides of the body, trying to have them to be as closely reflecting as we can, because we know that even if we divide through this midline, it won't really be the same. But coming to this unity, unifying the right and the left. And very gently, we're going to come onto the floor and arrive at the child's pose. So bending the knees, hinging our hips, drawing the hips to our heels. Sometimes it helps to make this V position here, so the toes are together, big toes, and the heels are out. And just come up and release the front of the body down towards the front of the mat. Maybe the arms are sliding forward as there's opportunity to find lengthening through the arms. Maybe the arms fall back. And the forehead gently rests on the mat. And here, resting, just feel the tops of your hands. If the hands are in the back, you feel how those tops of the hands are connecting. Or if the palms are in the front supporting you, just feel that connection of the palms to the earth. And we're going to engage through the tops of the feet, through the shins, and come up very slowly. Just took a little mid-morning break or midday break. So come tuck the toes under and roll onto the backs of your toes here. Give yourself maybe bringing the palms in the center. Begin to lift your hips up. Slowly roll back up. And so in here, what we're going to do is we're going to come to the very back of the mat. And we're going to step the left foot forward and find that adjustment. Maybe this is where the stance needs to be, just kind of standing taller. Maybe you can go or desire to go a little bit further so there's a wider stance. And see how much space you need here in the front for yourself as well. So again, take that adjustment. We're going to bring the top of the left hand to the lower back. And the right hand extends upward. Again, feel that line again from that heel to the fingertips. Deep breath in. And go ahead and bend the knee. See if you can stack it over your ankle. Now, as you exhale, extend the knee as you come up tall and fold forward, just completing the exhalation. And maybe here the arm reaches to that front wall. Inhale, reach your arm up again, bending the knee. Now you may extend the knee and fold forward again, or the other option would be a deeper maybe experience. As you extend the front knee, windmill arms, so the right arm is leading in the front, the left arm in the back, releasing the right arm down towards the shin, reaching left arm to the back. It may be slightly out if needed. Inhale, top of the left hand to the lower back. Feel that support there. Reach right arm up. Exhale, lift through that back heel and pivot. Open up to your right long side of the mat. And see if you can deepen the stance if you need. If you need, you can grow a little bit taller. And see with the torso, if you can bring it to the back a little bit. So it's perpendicular to the ground. The arms are extended to the front and the back. Maybe there's an opportunity to look to the back and to the front, back and front a few times. Light movement in your neck. Keep your neck long. We're going to press into the back foot here as we kind of step to the back. And here we're going to bring the palms, let's just roll down here, right? So just roll down, bending the knees. And bring the palms down on the mat. We're going to walk the palms a little bit out in the front and walk the feet to the back. And we will find that down dog pose, and maybe the knees bend here. If you notice that the lower back curves,
Maybe there's an opportunity to bend the knees and still get the deep stretch. Or maybe you can extend and just begin to walk your feet here. Can you hide your heels behind your ankles so you don't see them? And can you feel the muscles in the back of the legs maybe just growing longer a little bit? Press away from your palms here, creating that long back and lengthening in the arms. Now here we're going to shift forward. Now we're kind of keeping the plank in a way, but we're still engaging the muscles in our core and shifting forward, coming to the up dog, so the toes point to the back. The arms are long. The wrists are under your shoulders and pressing into the tops of the feet, right? So it kind of takes that edge off, maybe out of the lower back. So there's certain sensation. So see if that is attainable, or you can simply go back down and take a rest in child's pose. And here we're going to tuck toes under and exhale and lift the hips up. And lengthen again, pressing away from the feet, from the palms, and either walking the feet if needed, or maybe just dropping the heels down. And slowly begin to drop the knees to the mat or to the patch of grass. And untuck your toes. Maybe the toes, big toes, meet together. The knees are out wide. And the body just lies down, and feel it melting. Feel it connecting. And trust that the surface below is going to support you fully. Stay with your breath. And here there's an opportunity to also flatten your back, kind of create this space in the lower back, maybe in a way, not quite rounding the back. I don't think that's attainable here, but just like think about engaging the muscles in your core as you lift up just a little bit, and maybe there's an opportunity to take that tailbone and just kind of draw it down to the ground. Again, it won't quite work like that, but just kind of a visualization there. So there's an ease in the lower back here. So we flatten rather than curve. And again, inhale, come up. Tug the toes under. Now we're going to bring the knees in here and press into our palms, keeping those fingers spread out. I'm going to lift the knees up. There you go. Now we're going to take the right foot and step forward. Take the top of your right hand, bring it to your lower back. Now the back heel can be lifted or it can be dropped in. Yogi's choice. See how that feels for you with the front knee, so it doesn't cave in. See if you need to keep that heel lifted. So go ahead and reach left arm up. And can you just feel, maybe if you close your eyes here for a moment, see how that feels to stand like this. Maybe the body starts to kind of sway side to side, right? And can you feel that heel, again, that line, kind of visualize that line from the left heel to the left fingertips. Swaying here. All right. Extending the front knee, exhale, and begin to fold forward just slightly, gently. See how the body
speaks to you here. And pressing into that back, either the ball mount of the back foot or the back foot, reach your left arm to the wall in front. And exhale down. Inhale, come into a variation of warrior one. And look up. If you'd like, you can look forward. And here we're going to exhale. And we're going to open up to that long left side of your mat. If you're using one, or just simply turn to your left. And we're going to, again, find that adjustment with the knee over the ankle. Arms come back and forth. It's kind of like a windmill right here. And gaze is over the front, the right arm. And see if you can settle in here and see if there's an opportunity here to find some ease, some comfort in a way, right? Can you do this? Can you engage through your feet? And now we're going to bring the palms, frame the right foot. We're going to step the right foot to the back and arrive with our hips lifted, maybe drawn to the back a little bit, so the arms lengthen, and maybe again walk our feet. You may bend those knees generously. And from here, we're going to slide into an up dog. So just sliding forward, keeping the length in your arms, and pointing toes to the back. Now, can you feel the lengthening in the front of your body? Packing toes under, exhale, lift the hips up, engage your core, draw your belly button to your lower ribs, and see here if you can find the ease, find a rest in this pose. Maybe there's a desire kind of to explore how far the heels can drop. How far can you bring your heart forward? Rather than forward, actually, but towards your hips here. And can you allow for your head to just hang and find space? And maybe there's a minute movement side to side. Maybe take that movement. And then slowly begin to release your knees down on the mat. Tag or extend the toes to the back. Fold over. And can you connect with the surface below you a little bit more? And can you notice the points of connection? Maybe through the forehead, maybe there's a point of connection through the nose. Maybe the elbows and the palms, the knees and shins and tops of the feet. Just walk yourself through all those points of connection and see if you can release a little bit more. See if you can just kind of let go, just support or allow for that support to be there for you. And then inhale, coming up to a seated position here. So maybe you are sitting up with your knees kind of folded in front of you, right? Maybe you're bringing them a little bit in. And again, with the feet in the back, the big toes are together and the heels are out. So there's a seat that you can make for yourself with your hips. If that is attainable, it doesn't have to be, again, if you do have a block or a prop, you can set it under your hips here, just for a little bit height. So go ahead as you inhale, extend your arms up, lengthen, exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, reach your arms up. We're going to press the palms out with the fingers interlaced, and then exhale, arms long, releasing them down towards the knees. There you go. So here, we're going to go through this flow a little bit faster. And no, you can always slow down, or you can even skip a certain movement that is not in your practice today. So we're going to come to the front of the mat. And here, we're going to take our right knee and lift it up, just like we did in the beginning of the practice. We already primed it, right? And then we're going, if you want, your arms could be to the side or they could lift up. Huh? And as you step the foot, so here, inhale, engage your core. And as you step the foot to the back, find that exhalation. Keep the front knee bent. Release the top of the left hand to your lower back. Deep breath in, grow towards the sky. Exhale, extend the knee and hinge in your hips, releasing the arm down. Inhale halfway. Exhale down. Inhale, go ahead, reach arm to the front and the other arm to the back, and see if there's an opportunity to lengthen. Maybe there's a length through the arms and through the torso. Maybe there is a sensation in the left hamstring, maybe kind of inner thigh, maybe behind the knee. And inhale, bending the knee. The top of the left hand goes to lower back. Reach right arm up. Warrior one. Or other version of warrior one today. Exhale, open up to your right. Warrior two. Step your palms to the front of your left foot. Step the foot to the back. Down dog, lifting the hips up and lengthen. Exhale here. Inhale into up dog, toes point to the back. Exhale, tuck toes under, lift your hips up. And see if you can release just a little bit more. Maybe the body is just holding. Just see if you can just release the tension. Just letting the body lengthen. Maybe there's certain holding that is kind of naturally present. And if you recognize it, see if you can soften a little bit more. So here, go ahead and step your feet to the front. You can jump your feet to the front if you want. And we're going to row tall here. And you can go through the knees bent, hips bent, and just come up. Go ahead and lift your right or left knee, my friends, here. Inhale, engage your core. Exhale, stab the foot to the back. The top of the right hand connects to the lower back. Just press into your lower back. See if you can, by pressing, engage your core here. Lift left arm up. Exhale, extend the knee, fold forward.
Inhale, halfway reach to the front wall. Exhale down. Inhale, keeping the knee straight, arm reaches to the front and the other arm reaches to the back. Set the top of the right hand to your lower back. Press the lower back into it and see if you can, through the core, engage and lift your left arm up. Bend the knee. Deep breath in. Reach up. Maybe look up. And as you exhale, open up to your left. There's an opportunity to lift the back heel and pivot if you need to. Windmill arms front and back. We're going to frame the right foot with your palms. Step it to the back. Lift your hips up and just lengthen through the whole body. And just, again, find your variation here. Maybe just a little bit softening. Maybe we just take child's pose here and find rest. And if you'd like to follow here, then you can slide forward, untuck your toes, point, press into the tops of the feet. Feel that strength, press into the palm. Keep your fingers spread. And here we're going to tuck toes under. Exhale, lift your hips up. And then release your knees down to the mat and hips towards the heels, arms. Settle down either in the front or in the back. Give yourself this well-deserved rest. Breathe in and out through the nose. Fill up the lungs, maybe even breathing into the back of them. Deep breath in, the body wakes up. We're going to come up to a standing position. And the last thing that we'll do today is our balancing tree pose. And so with this, we're going to find maybe a spot in front of us, maybe a few feet away. Maybe we are gazing at the wall. And find that spot either on the floor in front of you or in front of the vertical surface. You may use a block. If you don't have a block, we'll just do a variation. Go ahead and bring the heel into the inner, so the right heel into the inner part of your left ankle. See if you can lengthen or allow for the body to just be tall. Maybe that's where we start. And then see if you want to explore more and see if you can slide the sole of the foot up. It doesn't have to go all the way up. Maybe it's behind or below your knee, or maybe it's above your knee. And as you find it, think of that extended, the long standing leg as your support surface, but you are the one that is creating that support for yourself rather than the wall. So as you press that foot in, really press into that inner thigh or into that lower inner part of your leg. And look at that point of concentration, either on the floor or on the wall, that we call drishti. Maybe the arms reach all the way overhead, maybe they're out. And find your tree variation. So rather than becoming a stiff tree,
Allow yourself to shake side to side. Just kind of think about if the wind would be blowing and you're kind of flowing with the wind. You don't really have to stiffen so you don't just fall over, right? Like the tree that is weathering the hurricane. Just allow yourself to move here. And then release the foot down. We're going to shift the weight onto the right foot. And the same thing, maybe start by pressing the left heel into the inner right ankle and adjust. See how you can stand up tall. And see, maybe think about the shoulders just over your hips. Notice if your lower back is arching there. Do you see if you can flatten it a little bit, bring the tailbone down? Can you press into your right foot a little bit more? Just really spread the toes, really ground yourself. Maybe that's where you're at, or maybe the left foot is going a little bit higher. See if that is good. And maybe you just go up a little bit and then release back down. And every time we do this, we just press firmly. We first find the strength, build up the strength in the standing leg, and we press into that support. And again, allow for your tree to sway as you find that point of concentration here. Reaching your arms up, just growing, and see if you can find again your tree variation. Release the foot down, reach your arms up. Exhale, let's fold forward. And see if you want to bend the knees here, or if there's an opportunity to keep them extended now. Inhale into halfway lift, maybe palms slide up to the knees. Maybe they are on the floor, you're just looking down on the floor. Or exhale, release a little bit more. Ground through your feet. Inhale, reach your arms up. Bring palms together. Exhale to the heart. And so here, I invite you to take 3 minutes to yourself. So go ahead and lie down. Extend your arms, extend your legs. Close your eyes. If you need to keep them open, just gaze up either at the ceiling. If you're outside, maybe look at the sky. If you choose to close your eyes, maybe visualize the sky and see it deep blue color, the azure sky. And if you're visualizing, maybe see the clouds that are representing your thoughts today. What color are they? What shape are they? Or if you are looking at the sky and practicing outside, look at the clouds and observe. And what do you notice? The mind may start to engage or about asking if you need to get up, and when that will happen, just give it another minute. Trust that I will lead you out of the practice. So just take this minute for yourself. And become aware of your breath. Maybe feel your breath as it moves through the body, and become aware of the point of the body where you feel your breath the most. And observe your whole body breathing itself. And maybe the thoughts are passing through the screen of your mind, represented by images, stories. Allow them to pass through. Maybe just like clouds moving through the sky. Maybe even think about forming those thoughts and stories into the shape of helium balloons and just letting them float back up into the sky. Can you bring your awareness to the part in your body where you feel your breath the most? And maybe there's an opportunity to blink your eyes a few times. Maybe it just gentle movement of the eyes behind the eyelids. As you begin to open the eyelids up, just really observe those first rays of light coming through the eyelids. And then slowly bending the knees and coming to a seated position. Maybe feel the full breath coming into your body and out of the body. Maybe offering that another deep exhale through the mouth. And it is my hope that this video, as you watch it and practice and move, that you find that opportunity, maybe just taking rest for yourself, rest in a form of movement, just disconnecting from the movement of life and just move in your space and create your own movement, making choices to create your own movement. Maybe you find the opportunity just to pause as you practice on the mat as well. So whatever you need, either be with the movement or be with the stillness. I hope this practice supports you, and either it is stress relief, either it is healing that you need, and maybe it is an establishment of a routine just to move daily. I wish you health, I wish you happiness, and I hope to see you in our studio soon. Thank you. Namaste.